Hi, welcome to Digital Drawing. In this short video, you will find all of the information needed to get you started on our first lesson. First, go to the class website, then to Digital Draw Home. This page contains a quick tutorial as well as many links to more specific information like layers, brushes, and other tools. Once you've downloaded the sketchbook either from iTunes App Store or from the link I've provided here, you may begin to familiarize yourself with the program. I will guide you through some of the basic operations, point out locations of your tools in the program. Please refer to this as much as you need. Alright class, let's get started. We are going to explore some of the tools that are available to us through this program. First, we're going to look at all of our brushes real quick. So along the left hand side here, you'll see that my brush palette just popped up. So here, like, you have a pencil, airbrush, marker, paintbrush, hard erase, that's like solid erase, and then a soft erase, which doesn't take all of the color away, just kind of fades it out a bit. And then Copic markers, both this one and this one here, which you can change your colors and get true Copic colors by selecting this icon up here. Okay, to change the opacity of, or density I guess, on this one, you would click the white puck here. This is your brush puck, and it changes density or opacity. Or on markers, it'll change the slant texture, the slant number down there. Brush. This one is good for making fur or hair. And then you can also affect it. This is synthetic ground bristle. Affect the size. Affect the flow or the strength of the brush by clicking the slide bar here located on your brush toolbar. Alright, and if you make marks that you want to get rid of but you don't want to have erase marks or to fill in or to cover, simply just click your back arrow and it will get you right back at the beginning. Okay, and here is another. Let's throw some paint on here. And put a green in. Beautiful. Alright. And that just does a lovely job of blending that. Wow. Okay, and then you also have a ballpoint pen tool, a felt tip marker tool, and my favorite, it is a calligraphy pen. Okay, and then you also have a smudge tool and a blend tool, also known as dodge tools. Softens it. Alright, and then let's see. Oh, yeah, one more. And this sharpens. This is, see how you barely see it, but you can see the edges of the lines here getting harder or more defined. Okay, so now that we've gone through all the brushes, we can get rid of our Copic. And I would like to show you the layers here. So you can change the background color here. And if you have, let's put something on here, you can change the opacity of that layer by this slide bar here. Okay. You can turn a layer off by clicking the eyeballs, clicking them back on, and here you can select a color to be used. Okay. The next step is, or the next tool that I'm going to show you is the symmetry tool. So you can change the XY axis of where your symmetry will happen. And then when you select a brush tool, whatever mark you make on one side will be identical on the other side. And just do that. Another tool up here that's really good is the ellipse tool. So if you want to make circles, ellipses, you can click that tool and you can change the shape of your ellipse. You can change the scale of your ellipse. You can even change, move it around the board. Okay, so when you have that tool selected, you can select a marker, get a color going, and I see. There you go. There's your ellipse, and you can keep going around it to make it darker if you want. But until you click out of it, you'll be making an ellipse. Okay, another great tool for doing perspectives and things like that is your ruler tool. You can change the line by dragging these little dots here, move it around the canvas here, and then so when you get ready to draw your line, you'll draw a nice straight line, nowhere else. I could go all the way across the board like that, and it's still just going to draw along the marker, or along the ruler. Okay, so some great tools to use. The next thing that I want to show you, very important to know, is the Add Image tool. So you click on this two-page thing, and then it'll give you a circular menu where you can then select a picture or a photo or another piece of artwork to place in on your canvas. And then when that shows up, you get this scale puck here, or a move tool. You can scale your picture down or up, however you want to do it. And then you can also move it along the canvas. You can turn it if you need to fit it just right where you want it. And then another great tool is this guy right here, which is a lasso tool. And if you've done any copying and pasting on most of your computers, you'll be familiar with the lasso tool. And that just takes it right out of there. And you can take that out and place it wherever you like. So you can cut out things out of your picture. You can place text inside your image by selecting the text tool. And you can scale it just like you would with anything else. You can turn it, put it on its side, move it around the canvas, and you can shrink it, make it bigger. And then bucket obviously fills in the background. Okay, the last tool I'm going to show you is the zoom tool, which will come in handy when you're working on really fine details. You can get real close up to what you're working on and fill in holes. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to give it a little bit of a shadow on the inside. Soften it up a little bit. And I can just go back out. And great. Alright class, that should give you enough information to get started. I would like for you to open up the program on your own computer after you've downloaded it, explore some of the tools and options that I've showed you so far, and in class this next week we will be creating a new assignment using Sketchbook. So until then, thank you, and we'll see you in class.